Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program. The Ministry of Education and Partners COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program is a 30-minute radio intervention support program that is meant to provide continuous instruction to keep you academically engaged during this stay-at-home period, as well as preparing you, our 6th, 9th, and 12th graders for the pending Liberia Primary School Certificate Exam, Liberia Junior High School Certificate Exam, and West Africa Senior Secondary Certificate Exam when the time comes. Also, in addition to this academic support, the program is meant to provide psychosocial support for learners, teachers, and parents, and also tips on how you as parents and teachers can provide support to your students and children at home. Now, let's join our teacher for today's lesson.
The Ministry of Education's COVID-19 Teaching by Radio program, Grade 10 Grammar Lesson 3, Conjunctions and Interjections. Hello class, welcome to Grade 10 Grammar class today. My name is Linda Y. Dean and I am your teacher for this lesson on Grade 10 Grammar with a topic on conjunctions and interjections. We have just ended the lessons on prepositions and prepositional phrases and how to tell the difference between a preposition and an adverb. Remember class, prepositions have objects, but adverbs do not. So in today's lesson, we will be talking about conjunctions and interjections. To begin our lesson, we must first keep in mind that we use conjunctions more than we use interjections. So what is a conjunction? Unlike prepositions, which show relationships between words, conjunctions make direct connections between words. That means conjunctions are not like prepositions that show the relationships between words. Conjunctions make direct connections between words. And so the main idea about conjunctions is that conjunctions are words that are used to connect either words or groups of words. That is, conjunctions can connect words and conjunctions can connect groups of words. There are three main kinds of conjunctions class that connect words. They are coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. Again, the three main kinds of conjunctions that connect words are coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. Let's first start with coordinating conjunctions. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions that connect similar words or groups of words. Again, the 7 coordinating conjunctions connect similar words or similar groups of words. Now, when we talk about similar words, we mean words like subjects or verbs or a group of words that are functioning as a subject or as an object. Now, what are the coordinating conjunctions? They are and, that's A-N-D, but, B-U-T, for, F-O-R, nor, N-O-R, or, O-R, so, S-O, yet, Y-E-T. Again, the 7 coordinating conjunctions are and, but, for, nor, or, so, yet. Now let's give you a little tip on how to remember the 7 coordinating conjunctions. The easiest way, class, to remember the 7 coordinating conjunctions is to call them fanboys. That's Fanboys. Fanboys. Now the F stands for the A stands for and, the N stands for nor, the B stands for but, the O stands for or, and the Y stands for yet, while the S stands for so. So to remember them easily, just say fanboy, and then you will connect all the rest of the letters to each word. Now let's talk more about the coordinating conjunctions, using them in sentences. For example, remember, coordinating conjunctions connect similar words or similar groups of words. The first example talks about similar words that the conjunction and connects. Esther and I studied weaving and sewing. Now, what are the two words that are connected here? The two similar words. They are Esther, I. Esther is a subject in a sentence. I is also a subject in a sentence. So you have a compound subject, Esther, being joined together with the conjunction and. Now, the next example also uses a coordinating conjunction, yet. It reads, the needle broke, yet the weaver continued her work. So you have two sentences there, two groups of words. They are similar because the two of them are complete sentences. The needle broke, the first group of words. The next group of words is the weaver continued her work. Now, the coordinating conjunction yet connects those two words to make one idea. The needle broke, yet the weaver continued her work. The other example says, she hung the country cloth blanket on the wall and stepped back to admire it. So, the conjunction and connects the two groups of words. She hung the country cloth blanket on the wall, and the implied she is there, and she stepped back to admire it. She hung the country cloth blanket on the wall and stepped back to admire it. The last example for coordinating conjunctions is, she wrapped herself in the blanket, for it had become very cold in her room. She wrapped herself in the blanket, the conjunction, for it had become very cold in her room. So class, you see how conjunctions connect, especially coordinating conjunctions. You see how they connect similar words or similar groups of words. Now let's talk about correlative conjunctions. Correlative is spelled C-O-R-R-E-L-A-T-I-V-E. Correlative conjunctions. Now, correlative conjunctions are similar to coordinating conjunctions. They are only different in that correlative conjunctions are always used in pairs. They are not used single. They are used in pairs. Now, what are the commonly used correlative conjunctions? They are both and, neither nor, whether or, either or, not only but also. Again, the pairs of correlative conjunctions are both and, neither nor, whether or, either or, not only, but also. Now let's see if we can use them in sentences. Boys and girls, let's now take a quick COVID-19 health break and we'll be right back.
Hello, students. My name is Mr. Sayo Amazing, a gospel artist that sang the song Jehovah Bless Me. He took me from nowhere to somewhere. Took me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah took me from nowhere to somewhere. You took me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah took me from nowhere to somewhere. Well, I've come to tell you about this coronavirus. Wash your hands as many times as possible with soap and water. Use tissue while coughing. Use tissue while sneezing. Remember, clean hands stop diseases. Let's keep learning while we are still at our very homes. Took me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah took me from nowhere to somewhere. You took me from nowhere to somewhere. Jehovah took me from nowhere to somewhere.
Welcome back, boys and girls. The first example we have is, he made neither that blanket nor that rug. He made neither that blanket nor that rug. You hear how the correlative conjunctions are used in a sentence. They work in pairs. The second example on correlative conjunctions is, both gold and silver bracelets were considered. You hear the correlative conjunction, both and. Again, both gold and silver bracelets were considered. The third example using correlative conjunction is, Brenda purchased either a native bracelet or a country cloth blanket. Again, the correlative conjunction, either or. Brenda purchased either a native bracelet or a country cloth blanket. The third kind of conjunction is the subordinating conjunctions. Now, subordinating conjunctions connect two complete ideas by making one of the ideas subordinate, that is, making it less important than the other idea. Subordinating conjunctions connect two ideas, two complete ideas, by making one of the ideas subordinate or less important than the other. Now let's talk about the subordinating conjunctions that are used all the time. We have after, although, as if, as long as soon as though. Again, after, although, as if, as long as soon as though. We also have because, before, even if, even though, if, in order that, lest. That's L-E-S-T, lest. Continuing with more subordinating conjunctions, we have noun that, since, S-I-N-C-E, so that, then, that's T-H-A-N, though, T-H-O-U-G-H, till, T-I-L-L. unless. And then we have also until, when, whenever, where, wherever, while, that's WHILE. So let's go over the subordinating conjunctions once more, class. I hope you are taking notes. We have after, although, as if, as long as soon as though, because, before, even if, even though, if, in order that, lest, now that, since, so that, then, though, till, unless, until, when, whenever, where, wherever, and while, WHILE. So class, those are the subordinating conjunctions that are frequently used. Now, in our last example, we will talk about a sentence that shows how a subordinating conjunction is used to connect related ideas. Remember, a subordinating conjunction connects two complete ideas, but it makes one lesser than the other. So class, in the last example in this lesson, we will talk about an example of a subordinating conjunction that is used in a sentence. Remember, subordinating conjunctions connect two complete ideas, but the subordinating conjunction makes one idea to be less important than the other idea. For example, we'll use the subordinating conjunction because. Because Bendu practices, she is a good artist. The subordinating conjunction because makes the other idea less important than the other idea. Because Bindu practices is the less idea. She is a good artist is the more important idea because it is more complete than the first one. Because Bindu practices is not so complete. But if we take out the because subordinating conjunction, then the two ideas will be of equal importance because the sentence will read Bindu practices, and that is a complete sentence, the first part. She is a good artist, another complete sentence. But when we include the subordinating conjunction, then the first part of the sentence becomes less important or incomplete than the other sentence. Because Bindu practices, she is a good artist. So class, that's it on conjunctions today. Remember, conjunctions connect words or groups of words. The three main kinds of conjunctions are coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. Remember, coordinating conjunctions connect words or groups of words that are similar. Correlative conjunctions are used in pairs, and subordinating conjunctions connect two complete ideas by making one less important than the other. So class, I hope you enjoyed the lesson and I hope you took some notes as you were listening. If you have any questions on the lesson or any questions related to the lesson, please text them to 0778 780306, and we will address all of your questions or comments in subsequent lessons. Thank you for listening.